Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to Auto Addiction. I'm Jason. I just want to do a video on the van. Got it all back together. I did a short video the other night on the open headers, so I wanted to show you guys the install on them and let you guys know what to expect upcoming. Also, I just registered for the Daytona truck meet on Friday, so if you guys are in the area, you want to come check out the van, it will be up at Daytona truck meet. That's the June 1st to the 3rd of this year. So I got about 33 days left to get the van in order, so hopefully I can do that. But alright guys, so here's the header install. I went to JBA headers. They're for a 96 F-150 5.8 liter. JBA doesn't recommend these for a van, but they do fit. In order to get this driver side header in, you have to take the spark plugs all the way out. Transmission dipstick tube, which I went ahead and painted it silver while I had it out just to make it look kind of nice. I got to take this bracket out, which you got to retrofit. You got to bend it and stuff and grind down the one tab to get it to fit on the header bolt. So I just went through and did the retorque on them all. See, the lighting's a little better right there. Went ahead and retorqued them all to spec. And then you kind of see it through the engine bay right here. I still got the intake off of it because I'm waiting on a new intake tube to hook up to my mass airflow so I can run a different intake, which I'll do a video on that when I get that done. There's my new EGR tube. You can see it hidden back in there. That tube, if you break it guys, when you do these headers, is $100. If yours has the way to tell, mine has this pressure sensor right here. So from the mass air, or from the EGR tube, you got two tubes that come up to the mass airflows as a pressure sensor. So alright guys, so on this side, it's hard to see with this camera adjusts, but got the passenger side header in. This side was pretty fun. You can leave the spark plug in that's all the way towards the front of the engine. You can leave that spark plug in, and then when you go to put this spark plug in right here, it's hard to see, but you cannot get a spark plug socket in there, so you got to get a stubby wrench and lift the vehicle up and do it from the underside. So my exhaust system is the JBA headers. Let me get this thing lifted up in the air and I'll show you some more up underneath it. Alright, so I got the JBA headers, and they go into, I did buy, MagnaFlow makes a Y pipe, so I bought that a while back with high flow cats. So I went ahead and replaced the O2 sensors and stuff while I had it out. So JBA headers to MagnaFlow high flow cat. So it goes right here. There's my high flow cat, and this way you can still have your O2 sensors, you know, so you don't have to drive around with a check engine light on. And there's the other header right there. Yeah, it's hard to see, shoved up in there, but there it is. Alright, so you guys can see my front suspension. Like I said, I got Pro Comp front shocks. These are the Moog springs I installed. You can find that on the other video I have. My new front calipers, which I painted those white with high temp paint. EBC brake rotors and calipers. I mean, yeah, brake rotors and pads. White calipers. Alright, front suspension. Also, I just ordered a new link for it. So that should be here tomorrow. I ordered the Moog link. This one's not really bad, but my boots are starting to rip a little bit, so it's seeping a lot of grease. And on the tie rod ends, it's getting all over my wheels, so kind of want to keep it looking nice. So I just went out and ordered that whole new link. And then I was telling you guys a way to fix the death wobble or steering shake whenever you're on highway speeds. On the E150 vans, on the E350 ambulance vans, they actually had a factory steering stabilizer. And if you look here, you can see these 3 bolt holes. See if the camera will adjust, but there's 3 bolt holes right here. 1, 2, and 3. And they make a factory mount that you can mount in there, and then have a factory steering stabilizer that comes from here down to your tie rod link. So I'm going to get rid of this steering stabilizer and then put that one on there, and that gives it a better angle. So I'll show you that, guys, in 1 second, but I just want to show you underneath of this thing. Super clean. And next I'm doing the exhaust. Shop did exhaust. As you can see, it's not very great, not very good at all. You got a resonator pipe that's all crooked. Instead of turning the muffler, they just mounted in there. So when I put the 4-to-1 leaf springs in the rear, it rubbed on my drive shaft because it's so tight whenever I lower it down. And then I got the rear shocks with the helper spring around it. They're by Monroe, which I might change those out to Bilstein. I just like the ride of the Bilstein better. And then the 4-to-1 leaf springs in the rear. Spare tire I got rid of, so that's where I'm going to mount my compressor and train horns. Are going to mount in there. I'm still working on that right now, so stay tuned for that. And then let me get this beast back down and I'll show you that mount and what I got going on for the front. So yeah, here's my bags. You guys are asking how those install. You can see it a lot better when I got it lifted up in the air. So basically got a mount, you got to drill some holes in the frame, and then it's just U-bolted around the spring, so not too bad. Mine does have factory rear AC, so there's my rear AC box. And to install these tubular running bars, they're by Enfab. They install right in the pinch welds. You just got to drill holes all the way down your pinch weld to install them. So you guys are looking for info on that. But yeah, let me get this piece back down and I'll show you what I got going on for a steering stabilizer. Alright, so whenever I get these things installed, here's the forward part number. This is the bracket. This hooks to the tie rod link. And then this is the bracket right here. Factory forward part. Turn around so you guys can get the part number. That hooks up to those 3 bolt holes I was showing you. You got to tap them out and then run bolts through them, or some guys just run bolts with washers and try to get it through the frame, but I'm going to tap the frame and then just run a bolt in there. And then I opted for the Bilstein front, so I'll do a video when I get that thing put in there. So there's my stabilizer shock, is Bilstein. So also, if you go to Van Optics, so I was saying, if you go to Van Optics, I think it's like vanoptics.com. If you have one of these vans, check out their website. It's really cool. They actually sell this as a kit now, which I found that out after I already ordered this stuff. So you can get the factory forward mounts. I think they send you a tap, the bolts, and they have a Van Optics front stabilizer that they sell in a whole kit. I'm not sure what the price is, I didn't look it up, but you can get a whole kit from them, which is pretty sweet. They also make corner lights, headlights that are projector with LEDs, so hoping to get some of those. And they make pillar pods. So I told those guys I'm gonna have to get a third job to be able to do all the stuff to this thing, now that they showed me how much stuff they make for it. So thought that was pretty sweet. But yeah, trying to get this thing ready to go for Daytona truck meet. Like I said, I know it's not the nicest fan out there, but be pretty sweet for me. I know there's gonna be a lot of SEMA trucks and stuff out there, so we'll see how it goes. Just be something cool. Go out there and show off the van. My roof's hanging in there pretty good with me doing that rubberized coating to it. So yeah, if you guys are in the area, come check out Daytona Truck Meet. That's the June 1st to the 3rd. Hope to see you guys out there. There's a ton of trucks coming. The VIP sold out within the first 72 hours. A bunch of SEMA trucks going, a bunch of guys from Texas. So yeah guys, come check it out. We'll see you guys on the next video. Hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to that channel, and see you on the next one. Thanks.